In this video, I'll be showcasing Kohezion's mapping abilities for both mapping addresses as well as visualization and analytics of geo-positioning data. First, let's look at the mapping addresses. So we have our client application that we can see. And let me show you an example here for this guy. So let's say you want to type in the address. So I want the system to figure out the position of an address. If we type in address in Florida, as soon as I select it, it's going to fill in the city, the state, and the country correctly, and it will identify the point on the map here and save it. So as soon as I save, the data is part of the record and now can be visualized and searched. Let me hide the map here so it doesn't take too much space and close the record. Now Kohezion can show the data with different views. So we've gone through the grid view, the pivot view, the calendar view, but we also have a map view. So if we go here and go to the map view, well, what's going to happen is we're going to see all our records on a map. So we see that we have 2 in New York, 1 in Atlanta, and 1 in Miami, the one we just created. And these maps are also dynamic, so you can click on an actual pointer and see the detail of that particular record. This can be very interesting to visualize the information that you have on a map. The other feature that we have is you can actually search for points within a map. So let's say you could do a search and select, okay, I only want to see all the points that are in this area. And Kohezion will return all the record where there is a point in the selected area. The other part I wanted to show you today is the visualization of the data. So I had a little bit of fun here and I uploaded some UFO sighting data into Kohezion. Let me execute the map. Here's the map. We have a few points. We have about 100.99 actually, and we can see the data on a map in different fashions to allow to see trends. So you see right away I'm using the hexagon visualization, and that shows me that there's a bit more sightings around Baltimore and in this area around New York also. So that shows me the density. So if I don't want to see this, I just want to see the specific points, I can remove the hexagons and just show the points. Now in my data set, each sighting has a category for shape, and each shape has a color actually. So if I want to see everything per color, now I can further visualize the data and say these are all the types of sighting on a map, and then you can turn them on or off as you see fit if you want to concentrate only on specific points that you need to see. Another way to visualize the data is to use heat maps. Where are the hotspots of all my points in my data set? Let's remove the scatter plot visualization and go to the heat map. Automatically here we see we have some a little yellow here, and around Washington and Baltimore there's a red spot. We know that more sightings are happening here. Lots of tools to allow you to see your data more efficiently. If I go back to the hexagon, it's also it's a lot of fun is you can use it in 3D and rotate the data and see it as you see fit from any point of view that makes sense to you. And lastly, you can see it with markers, and you just see your points here. You see clusters, and if you click on a cluster, then it's going to take you to other clusters and points. And if you want to see the record, you can click on it and see the actual record of the sightings. So these are some of the options that you can do with geomapping within Kohezion. And of course, you can import your data from Excel. If you have a longitude and a latitude columns, Kohezion will ingest that data and put in the point into your application. Thank you very much and have a great day.